Kia ora, I'm Sherry Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Our Prime Minister is set to put citizenship issues on the table with Australia's new leader. Jacinda Ardern will fly to Sydney tomorrow for an informal dinner with Anthony Albanese before their first bilateral meeting on Friday. She says the barriers New Zealanders face gaining citizenship in Australia have been a long-standing concern during her time in office, and that expat Kiwis contribute to a significant amount to Australia, paying tax and filling skills gaps.
They often have long-standing connections, find themselves sometimes, for instance, in a disadvantaged position when it comes to education for their kids. It means they pay the equivalent of ACC but can't draw down on it if they need. And we have seen some really distressing situations. So yes, it will be an issue I continue to advocate on.
A bill is being put forward enabling a voluntary second COVID booster dose for New Zealand's most vulnerable. The amendment to the Medicines Act is expected to allow roughly 850,000 people to access the dose without a GP prescription. It includes people aged 65 and over, Māori and Pacifica 50 and over, care facility residents and severely immunocompromised Kiwis. Candidates must wait 6 months after the first booster, making most eligible from July. Meanwhile, an Auckland primary school is the latest to return to compulsory mask wearing as winter illnesses take hold. Grayland School has reintroduced the rule for students in Year 4 and above after 5 staff contracted COVID in the past fortnight. It's one of many to make the call nationwide due to a surge in cases. Elsewhere in health, it's hoped monkeypox won't be a global threat like COVID-19. The disease has been made notifiable, which means any cases must be reported, and health officials have been given powers to contain the spread. Otago University's Michael Baker says there's practically zero chance we would have to take measures like lockdowns to deal with it, but despite this, the government made the right decision in making it notifiable. A gangs expert says we shouldn't rush to copy Australia's anti-bike laws. National wants us to look across the Tasman as we grapple with the surge in gang violence. In some Australian states, it's illegal for 3 or more known criminals to meet in public. Canterbury University's Jared Gilbert says some laws have been repealed by the higher courts. He says while there's little sympathy for the gangs, we need to uphold basic rights.
The legislation in Australia is impinging on rights, and so we have to be very sure that they're not going to have unintended consequences.
And fire officers are trying to determine what caused a blaze in Auckland's second tallest building. A small electrical fire sparked a big emergency services turnout just after 9 last night, with 7 appliances and 28 firefighters at the scene. It was soon established the fire was on the 25th floor and had been extinguished by the sprinkler system. Firefighters were then left with the task of helping tenants salvage water-damaged items. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.